Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mukluk Streams. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Mukluk. Today, we are back in the wonderful world of Guild Wars 2 for Guild Wars Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Every Tuesday we play GW2 and try to do a giveaway every time. Today is no exception. We have got some goodies to give out. Also, got some goodies to show you guys as a sneak peek for the coming Janthier launch. We are going to be having a very big stream with a very big giveaway on that day. And that's right, I did play on the Guild Wars 2 EU servers this morning, so I've already done the routine I usually do at the beginning of my Guild Wars 2 streams, but that doesn't mean I've wasted my time logging into this character. We can clean these bags up a bit, which are a mess. Let us see what we can do here. Hope y'all having a good day so far. We had one heck of a donation, just to give you guys a little teaser, of many legendaries to the giveaway vault for the Janthier launch. So the day that Janthier goes live, any of you, if you're at home, at work and your boss isn't looking, or if you're at home and you're hanging out and you want to tune into the stream, we might have a chance for you to win some extremely valuable prizes. It's going to be pretty nutty. Intense bag cleaning stream, just for a few minutes, Bag Wars 2 strikes again. What is this bag? Siege Master's Satchel, you are getting in my way. Let's see. Let's sell some of these. And what else do we have here? This thing from when I was testing some DPS build. I don't know what it was. Same with this. Winter's Day gifts. I don't want to deal with those. Lumber Core, sure. Alpine Core. And another one, or I didn't sell it before, Arid Core. Let's see. Alright, that should be adequate for now. Get rid of these. When is the launch again? The 20th. So it is 2 weeks from today. So there's next Tuesday, and then the following one is the launch. Oh boy, that makes it nice quick. Okay, there we go. All right, and let's open up the bank here and see what all are we flowing with. Rose quartz we are overflowing with. Let's grab a few stacks of that out. Love this game, Inventory Wars 2. From time to time. But we're making a lot of gold right now. So it's okay. Satisfactory is going to full release the first week of September. I played Satisfactory for a bit. I liked it a little bit. My main issue is because, let's see, I played it for 12 hours. My main issue with Satisfactory is I got bored because there was never any threats, you know? Like in Factorio, there's like the biters. And in Satisfactory, there was nothing. Like, there was a couple of mobs that were kind of hostile, but I could just walk past them, build the thing I want to build, and then walk away, and then they would just leave it alone. So, unless they've added some dangers, it's kind of like Dyson Sphere program. I got really bored in that game until they added the dark ships. Then I was like, oh shoot, this is awesome. Like, that added something cool to me, for me to do. Not me looking at the 8 key gold to live around 14. I'm making 14 gold right now. Yo, exclamation daily if you need a link to my daily routine that makes me a lot of gold every day for like 10 minutes of work. Well, 12 minutes to be exact. It's going to get shorter once homesteads come out because they're going to fast forward how fast the home instant stuff takes. Let's see. Oysters. We're overflowing with oysters, of all things. Alright, let's grab a few stacks of those and sell them. Almost a gold a stack. The real threat is the Mukluk spaghetti. Hey, I tried doing a build of Dyson Sphere with all drones, but the game broke because it couldn't handle that many drones. Factorio allowed me to use infinite drones. Cien says, hey Muk, I downloaded the demo for Riftbreaker. I was super interested after your stream yesterday. What would you say are the top tips for a brand new player? Oh goodness, quite a few. Riftbreaker, huh? So, one, like, if you're just starting off on a new map, whether a new map in the campaign or survival, move around a bit and try to find a spot with some natural walls, you know, like some like mountain walls type thing, before you put your headquarters down, because if you put your headquarters down right in the middle of the open, it's really hard to defend it. Additionally, one random thing is if you want to, you do not have to have an outpost connected to your main base to get money from it. So you could just run out, find a random carbonium patch, put down 3 resource gatherers, like the miners, and 1 carbonium power plant, which is the thing that burns carbonium to generate power around it. And that is just 1 power plant, 3 miners, on its own, will generate money, and it'll send it back to your main base. So one tip for like super early game, like I need money now, is literally just run around the map and do that on as many carbonium deposits as you can find. So that's a random one. Also, another thing that you'll just kind of learn with time is figuring out what works on what enemies. We have a lot of baubles on this character. We're gonna take care of that. Like there are some enemies that are, example, the laser swords are one of my favorite weapons. They are absolute garbage in the Crystal Caverns map, but they're pretty good almost everywhere else. I'd say in Metallic Valley, they work on like half the mobs. But if a mob is completely immune to a weapon and you hit it with that weapon, you stun yourself. Like your attack ricochets off of it and you just get like disoriented for a second. Hey, I love your content. Greetings from Colombia. Hello from the colonies, Rendar. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Riftbreaker, awesome game. They actually have a closed beta right now for the multiplayer. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. Okay. Keep the group alive. I'll be right back. I want to stand in the fire just so you don't get bored. Looking for... There it is. That's what we want. Okay, that gets rid of a few stacks of stuff in my bag. Alright. Looks like we're full on Dragonite ore. I can get rid of some of that on my other tune. Let's get on this one for a sec. Evening Mug Chat. Hi, Evelyn. Have you done any recent class guides using a longbow? None that jump to mind. I mean, I haven't done any class guides in a while. If you're referring to, like, if the I Tried series counts as guides, then still no. I don't think I've done any that used a longbow in a bit. If I did Power Soul Beast, I could do that. Okay, let's get rid of all that. Alright, we need to go get rid of some Eternal Ice and some Dragonite ore. So, this thing eats Dragonite ore. Get rid of that. And let's go Eye of the North. Twitch integration for multiplayer on Riftbreaker. I'm not sure. That would be awesome if it works. He did Dragon Hunter. Oh, yeah, Dodoma, you're right. When I did I Tried Dragon Hunter recently, it used longbow in the build. I forgot about that. That one, I had forgotten.
Oh, traveler.
Let's see. There we go. Let's turn all. That's almost 3,000 ice shards and 100,000 karma. No. And where's the other one? Dang it! It's hiding from me. Crap. What did I buy? What was it called? Mistborn Moats. Moat. There it is. No. There we go. Okay, got it. Alright. Ice problem solved. Hey, hey. Hello, Shayla. How are you? Far left, second from bottom. Thank you. We got it. Alright. It's gonna grab another random character, clean it up. Dragon Hunter is Guardian type? Correct. Guardian can become a Dragon Hunter. It's an elite specialization. By default, it will give them the ability to use a longbow, and they get access to trap type skills. And then, you know, its own specialization line. Yep. Let's see. Just doing a bit of cleanup right here. Frozen lockboxes, Minister Lee's coffers. Glory to the Flame Legion. Nice! Chart effect. Give me that. No, look. There's 2 chances of winning the lottery. Oh, I still got a gold. There's 2 chances of winning the lottery with that chart effect box. There's 2 incredibly expensive items that are in it. So I always pick that. Like, one of them's like 2,000 gold and one's like 10,000 gold. Haven't been so lucky as to get them, but they're in there. Magnanimous. Sigil I can't possibly use because I've got my own legendary sigils. Toss that. Thoughts of Warrior's future. You made that question sound grim. Warrior's future? I mean, when it comes to the future of any class right now, I'm thinking about what we're getting in Janthier in 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, in Janthier, we are getting access to spears. And then I think, what are all the new builds that we could do with spears? Now, the warrior one is a ranged weapon, but it has a splash mechanic. So you can AoE foes at range with that weapon. And then it has a few various other skills. I do not know if there will be any great skills that come, or, great stuff that comes as a result of that or not. But that's kind of the first thing that I think of. Very unga and also bunga. Yeah. I mean, that's just standard, right? That's just industry standard. That's the factory default settings. Good evening, guys. Hello, Mr. Bender. Spooky, resub at tier 1. Thank you, Spooky. I appreciate you. Welcome. Any recommendations on settings to turn down or off? I feel like I shouldn't drop to 20 FPS with a 4070 Ti. I tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. I will show all my graphic settings, and you are welcome to use them if you want. However, I'm not going to sit on this for too long, so if I go too fast, please use a Twitch clip or something in order to get the info you need. So there is my general options. Okay. Graphics settings are here. That's what I'm using. And those two should give you what you need. I am using a few add-ons, but I'm not using any add-ons that would affect the game's display. So I don't have anything for that. I do know of a few add-ons that people sometimes use to try to make their game look better, such as Reshade, but I'm not using any of those currently. So what you see on mine is just what my game looks like. Good evening, guys. Hello, Bender. What's your thoughts on the proposed new PvP mode? Do you think it's going to be the 10v10 GVG mode that was leaked a few years back or something else? Not sure. Honestly, I'm excited to hear anything about PvP, because PvP is absolutely awesome in this game, but when something is out of balance, they tend to not get around to fixing it for 6 months until it's a huge problem and everyone's sick of it. Oh, my Blish HUD is offline. Give me just a second here. Where are you at, Blish? And don't say the mist. Okay. Blish is booting up right now. Let's see. Character model limit has the greatest impact on the game. Set it to low, get 200 FPS. Set it to high, get 20. Yeah, true. Character model limit is something I turn down sometimes if I'm in a huge meta event and there's too many people around. As far as the 10v10 thing, I don't know. I'd definitely be curious about it. You've got other games like, World of Warcraft and stuff like that has their, I think, what was Warsong Gulch and Alterac Valley? I want to say they were 15 versus 15. But they were larger maps and the objectives were different. I will say that if you've got those kind of numbers in Guild Wars 2, it can be pretty insane because of the way CC is in this game. In Guild Wars 2, in World of Warcraft, if you get hit with a stun and then it's 20 seconds long, and you get hit with the same stun again from somebody else, it's 10 seconds long, and then the third time it's 5 seconds, and then you're immune to stuns for a while because there's diminishing returns. This game doesn't have anything like that. So in this game, there's stability, but if you don't have that, or have it on you, you can be CC'd infinitely. So, kind of scary at times. So if you add more people into the pile, or into the map, there's a higher chance for that to happen. And I don't know how people would feel about that. Jotaro's Mask. Jojo. Alright, salvage the rares. You have 30 less players running Christmas Tree Infusion, it'll slow the game down. Well, yeah, but you could turn down the other players. And specifically in PvP, since we were talking about PvP, there's an option called Standardized Character Models, where everyone on the enemy team looks like a human male or female, and they have a default armor set up, so it won't lag you out or anything. Holy inventory slots? Oh no, this guy only has 220. This is my ult. My main has double that. Exclamation bags if you need a guide on how to get bigger baggy waggies. Do not let your memes be dreams. Get bigger bags. Rid of that. Let's see. We have a legendary relic, so we can salvage that.
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed. Okay. Alright, that one's pretty clean. We're just doing some bag cleaning right now while we chill. People get in here. I feel like PvP is really hurting at the moment. Lack of true unique builds in comparison to Guild Wars 1 and is being gatekept by the same few people playing stupidly broken builds. I would not classify what you just described as gatekeeping. Just, I'm being a little semantic here. I do agree with you that what that does is bad. I do agree with you that that's bad. I just think that's not the right term for it. The thing is like, you know, people will figure out a build that's like capable of one-shotting you, and then of course anyone who wants to win by any means necessary will play that build. Then there's folks like me who I'm just like, oh wow, I like this skill. Barrage makes my brain make the happy juice. I want more barrage. And then as a result of reverse engineering as much barrage as I can per barrage, I end up making things like the Arrow Cart Ranger, which is kind of a silly but effective build in World versus World. In PvP though, if you just take something you like and then try to force it to work, you can just get killed by other people and, you know, pop like a balloon a lot. And that's kind of the issue over there right now, is there's a lot of... There's quite a few builds right now that could just pop the other player and then they're just gone, like almost instantly. Let's see. Still one of the best Warrior World fun builds? Yeah. It's fun that it's cool that it's lasted this long. Yo dog, I heard you like Barrage. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Guild Wars 2 PvP, I love the systems, but it has gotten, because of like power creep and stuff, it's gotten really bursty. Like, if I want to play combat that ends like in the opening 1 second, you know, that's extremely, like FPS, you know? I'll play an FPS if I want that. But when I play MMO gameplay, I kind of assume there's going to be some back and forth. Like, the thief comes out of stealth and maybe gets a strong opener on me, and then I'm at a disadvantage. Not just that I'm already sent to the respawn instantly, you know? That's just not how it usually is. Okay, so we've got a few things overflowing from material storage here, so we're about to make more money. Alright, let's get like 1,000 mithril ore out. 2 gold, 4 gold, 6 gold. Hey, I'm about to start my ranger finally. What's the general gist? Pokemon trainer? The ranger has a animal companion as one of their class mechanics, and you can tame other animals around the world and add them to your list of options. Now, you can only have one out at a time, but as you tame more, you get more options of what to have out with you. So like, oh, I need a tanky pet right now, or oh, I need a DPS pet right now, or oh, I need a crowd control skill, so I'm gonna get a pet with a crowd control skill, you know? Think of it as like you've got one more utility button, and you've got a lot of options for that thing as you go around and tame all the things. It's nice to have, and if for some reason you hate micromanaging the ranger pet, Soul Beast might be for you. They merge with the pet, and then you don't have to micro it. But if you play Untamed or Druid or Core Ranger, you will have the animal friend next to you. Let's see. Let's go to sell and see what we got. Spindrift Sword. Some food buffs from some build video I did. Let's see, silk scraps are overflowing. Okay. Let's grab 1,000 of that. I feel like only a small part of the pets are actually useful, maybe half at most. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. There's still a lot of really good ones in there. Like, the most recent one that they gave Rangers was that demon thing from from Naos. And it's not bad. It has boon removal on the target. So, Core Ranger, so any type of Ranger, now has access to a pet that can remove boons from a target. Which doesn't sound like a big deal, but that was a thing they did not have. So, if you're doing a fight, and for some reason no one in your group can remove boons, and you really need it, you can have a ranger in your group swap to that, and they can handle that
This
task.
is the
That
only
is cool.
proper
That
course.
is like, you know, put that on my resume type of thing. So that's neat. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Okay, wait, I think I was overflowing with Elderwood planks too. Yes. It also has confusion on chain effect. Chain attacks good on Karen. They're called Cryptis, so insensitive. I mean, they eat people, so I don't really care. What ranger pets will Janthier have, and what do you want? The thing I want the most is not so much a specific animal, but a specific utility that I would really like. All right, let me go, because we're talking about this, let me hop on my ranger for a second so I have some visual aids here. Boon removal lets you trigger Relic of Norris and grow larger. Odd thing to point out, but sure. Okay, so, animal friends, all right? The MOAs, I think the red MOA is sometimes used in power DPS builds. I never really see the others used much. Sorry, this is the red MOA right here. The bears are excellent for tanking for you in open world, and this one has area of effect condition removal. This one, while merged with it, has an invulnerability skill, good for soul beasts for tanking. Can help keep might up on your group if you're a newbie druid healer and you're having trouble keeping might up on the group. This can help. Or if you're an untamed DPS. Lynx is good for condition damage builds because it bleeds. Snow leopard. The Jaguar can stealth you. That is a recent change. It used to only stealth itself, so it could be useful in PvP or comboing with the new spear weapon, which has ambush skills when you're stealthed. Tiger can help keep Fury up on your group and has a powerful pounce attack, so it does have some good damage. The White Tiger has Aegis, which is a way that any ranger in an emergency could Aegis their party. Juvenile Cheetah has the unique ability to shadow step to its target, like a thief, so it can teleport through a wall if it has a target to lock onto. Sand Lion has just a moderate AoE. Bristleback, if you're merged with it like a soul beast, it can give you a skill similar to Sharpening Stone, so you have like double Sharpening Stone. So it's a condition damage pet, also very tanky. Siege Turtle can deploy a bubble that blocks projectiles if your group needs projectile block. What has Aegis? The White Tiger, added in End of Dragons. Crichton Drakehound, I don't know of any use for this. Alpine Wolf, I don't know of a use for this. Fernhound can give your group regen, so if you are a support ranger and you are struggling to keep regen up on your group for some reason, this can help with that while you are learning the game. Hyena summons 2 other hyenas, so it's like having 3 pets out, which is really cool, except their total damage is like 1/4 of a cat. So unless they're gonna let us summon 12 hyenas, this is a toy. This is a gimmick. It's funny, but it's really bad. They hit like nothing. Juvenile Wolf is the only way a ranger can fear people. This is kind of funny sometimes in PvP. Imagine you have one pet out that's not the wolf. Let's say iguana, and they attack you, and the enemy downstates you, and they're about to stomp you. You swap to the wolf, tell it to howl, and you fear them away while you're down. Then use lick wounds, and the pet resurrects you while they're feared. I have done that so many times in the past. Right now, it's too bursty for that move, but that is a thing that you can do. The Drakes are kind of tanky bruisers. They're good for while you're leveling. They're kind of a mixture of damage and attack. Different breath attacks. The Marsh Drake and the River Drake, which is like Poison Breath and Lightning Breath, their attacks bounce between enemies, kind of like a chain lightning mechanic, and so they almost always hit. The others blah into a cone, and it almost always misses. The Reef Drake can make a confusion field, which is the only way that the ranger can make confusion fields if they want to do chaos combos. The Carrion Devours are very tanky, but they're ranged, so they're really good at staying alive. I don't know that they're very helpful. They can make some poison fields for poison combos, but they're ranged, they're tanky, and they have a move where they kick themselves backward away from a foe, so they are good at staying alive. Birds if you merge with them, they are some of the highest mobility in the game because they give you a long-range dash and like permanent swiftness to them and around you. What else is there? That one does blind. This one does chill. This one does weakness. The White Raven is from Guild Wars 1. I don't have that unless I'm in PvP. The Hawk does bleeding, so this is a bird that's good for confusion builds. Phoenix, I think is just bad right now. The Phoenix can... I mean, well, I'll show you. Hang on. Where is the... Right here. It does this. And note that if the enemy was right in front of it, that thing would hit them like 20 times. But if they're anywhere else, it taps them once, and it's actually a damage loss because they would have done more damage if they were just auto-attacking. But it looks cool, but it's just not good. Jacaranda, incredible for PvP and also for condition damage druids. Condition damage druids, every time they apply Immobilize, they also apply Bleed. And when this thing roots you, it does 5 applications of root. It's like you're rooted for a second, you're rooted for a second, you're rooted for a second, etc. And because of that, it triggers the bleeding proc 5 times. So this will do 5 huge stacks of bleeding if you're a Condi Druid, and even if you're not a Condi Druid, it's just a good pet. The spiders, they offer more ways to immobilize and do some ranged poison damage if you need it. I don't know of many times where I need my spider pet. The pig family, the Siamoth was really, really popular for years because it could salvage, or sorry, it could forage up an ectoplasm. And when you picked it up and crushed it, you would get every boon in the game for like 10 seconds and just go God mode for a few seconds during PvP. However, they changed that. These days, the Warthog gets some play. It is a popular choice if you are merged with it as Condi because it does some Condi and has good CC on it. The others, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone use the Wallow in a build ever. And it was just added recently in End of Dragons. But, the pig has a funny thing where it'll forage up a sword and you can throw that at someone. The Rock Gazelle is good power damage and also good CC. A solid option for soul beasts that are merged with their pet who are doing power damage and they need CC as well. The Electric Wyvern is also good CC. Honestly, when I think CC pets, I think of Rock Gazelle and also Electric Wyvern. These are both really good in different ways. The Electric Wyvern also makes a lightning field. Fire Wyvern is really cool. It's hard to say when it's effective. The Fire Wyvern can go invulnerable. During this action, it's invulnerable. And it spends an extremely long time making a fire field. And it does constantly do damage in a large area while it's making that fire field, but unless there's a lot of targets, it's usually less damage than if he had just been auto-attacking. But again, he is invulnerable while he's doing it, so it's got some weird niche stuff going on. Smoke Scale, for a very long time, was the only way that a ranger could use their pet to stealth themselves. That was changed just recently with the Jaguar update, because now the Jaguar can stealth the ranger. The Smoke Scale can make a smoke field, and the smoke field, you can do combos in it, and those combos you can use to stealth the ranger. Also, it's pretty sturdy. It applies bleeding on its basic attack, which can help with cover conditions. Like, let's say your damage is like all coming from poison because you're playing a poison build. This can apply another condition you don't care about to mess up the enemy's attempts at cleansing your condition. Also, it's really good at staying on a target that is running around because Smoke Assault keeps teleporting it to the target. Because some pets in PvP, if the enemy's running around, they'll never land attacks. This is not one of those. Iboga, very fragile, extremely high condition damage DPS, has a pull that you can use no matter what weapons are in your hand, and also, as someone pointed out, I think, yeah, it makes a chaos field now. That was a recent change. It used to be only the Reef Drake could make the chaos fields for ranger pets. Now we've got this as an option too, so you can do some weird chaos combos with it sometimes. Lot of confusion damage on it too. Ether Hunter, new and End of Dragons, it's alright. It has the ability to do this weird tornado thing that does a lot of stacks of torment, and if you're merged with it, you can do that. It can also do a CC move where it bursts up out from under somebody. It's decently tanky. It's kind of a bruiser, so it's got a bit of damage. It's not like the worst as far as pet damage goes, and it's not the worst as far as tankiness goes. It's kind of all-rounder. So it's all right. Like you could use this Tony Shark? Yeah, that's Tony Shark. Sky, this is Chalk Norris. The Sky Chalk is kind of weird. He's fragile, he's ranged, but he does power damage, and he does have range CC, and he also has range, like, blah. Like, that could be funny in World v World, because you could, like, land cripple on, like, 300 people, if you time that right. So it has some, you know, niche uses probably, but I haven't done a lot with it. It does have a CC skill, though. And last one is the brand new Spine Gazer, which shoots lasers out of its eyes, and it can remove boons from the enemy. So it's the only way that a ranger that's not an Untamed can do boon removal outside of certain, like, sigils. I honestly don't know why we got this, because I was under the impression that all the Cryptus were, like, people, and then we got one as a pet. So I'm really, like, lore-wise, I'm super confused by this. Because it's either a Cryptus or a demon or a person that's become a Cryptus, but it's not an animal. That's all I know for sure, is it's not an animal, and yet here we are. Kind of makes me think of that rat from Harry Potter that was actually like some old dude that was hiding. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Which build was this? Man, I messed up my build. I think that's fine. It's a really stupid Cryptus. There you go. Yeah, you heard it from Gorebell chat. If someone is stupid enough, they're legally an animal. All rangers can do boon removal with the hammer weapon mastery now. Hammer weapon mastery. What? I have a hammer. What are you talking about? Officially naming my Spine Gazer Scabbers. There you go. What's the pet ability you hope for in Janther? Yes, AoE stability. If you play Heal Untamed and you're the healer for your group, the only utility that you are sorely lacking is the ability to give the whole group a single stack of stability when they need it. The Hammer 3 attack. Oh, Unleashed Overbearing Smash. Gotcha. Right. Yeah, I guess you're right. I forgot about that one. Well, Untamed as well can also do this to remove boons on enemies. But yeah, Unleashed Hammer 3. Right you are. The hammer attack titles are pretty goofy. Yeah. Scabbers was the rat name. Peter Pettigrew was his name. Yes. Have a giveaway day, y'all. You as well, Leander. Demons aren't real people, apparently. Sand has become one with the vagueness. Sand is just kind of like a script talking meme generator. He just sits over there and just says random things. You can tune him out if you need to. Let's see. But yeah, the main thing, if I could choose, I mean, when I think of an animal that might give stability, man, maybe like a friggin' hippo or something, I don't know. But I would love to get an animal that could give its group just one stack of stability, 5-second duration, 30 to 40-second cooldown. And that would be, it'd be kind of like in the White Tiger. You could do use the White Tiger, and you could use that when you need to in order to give your group Aegis on demand. And there's your emergency Aegis. It's got a 25-second cooldown. It only lasts 5 seconds, so timing is important. And that's great. If they were to add that, then the Untamed supports would have the ability to give their group a stack of stability on demand. Did you see the potential frog pet? Someone told me that there was a video that they had about homesteads, and in it they saw a juvenile frog. For those who don't play Rangers, anytime you see a juvenile, some kind of animal, that's the ones that you can tame if it says juvenile in front. I did not see the frog. When I think frog, the first thing I think of is like, you know, the tongue. And I was thinking of like them having a pull or something, but we already have that with the Iboga. So it'd be kind of weird if we got a second pet with a tongue pull. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
1 hour.
Juvenile frog is the pet for the ranger cat in the home instance. Oh, okay, so maybe that's just some old thing I didn't know about. All right. Stump for CC. Stump. Since Cryptus is a people, maybe we'll get a tiny Coden child as a ranger pet. What? Oh my gosh. Mike off topic, I was scouring Twitter the other day. Oh no! And a father-daughter entered a cosplay competition, and the daughter cosplayed as Nina Tucker. Oh, I saw that. I actually saw that on my feed too. Yeah. Father, daughter, alchemist, cosplay. Nope, that was too vague. Tucker. Tucker, cosplay. Not seeing anything recent. Wow, there's apparently a lot of people that have done that. A lot of matches came up, but I'm not seeing the recent one. Yeah, there was apparently a guy looked similar to the evil alchemist dude from Full Metal, and he took his daughter to a con, and he was also carrying a stuffed animal of a dog. And, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. There's a home instance cat that's supposed to be a ranger, and it has the pet frog. Yeah, someone clarified that just a few minutes ago. Yeah, I got all the home instance nodes. I never bothered with the cats. I never bothered with that. I was very much a function over form guy. Are you doing strikes tonight? I said that I would learn a new build tonight. I'm worried about the time, but we'll see. This morning, I learned the, well, I mean, I already kind of knew the basics, but I learned a bit more of how to play condition damage druid. I was able to get 33k on the dummy and stuff like that. Had the standard pros and cons of doing a Condi build, you know, like on Harvest Temple with its 14 phases, it did very poorly. On Bone Skinner, it did stellar and just stomped on everybody. But it didn't feel like anything too crazy. They bring you gifts every day. Do they? I wasn't aware. This guy gives us gifts every day. We have to scoop them. Isn't that right? I have disturbed his slumber.
This is Luminous!
Back to being a loaf.
This is Patrick!
Everyone needs all cats and Omensons except the real expensive ones. Yeah, he's just a lump down there right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know that it'll be tonight or not, but I'm not sure what build I want to try next. Like, looking at our wizard army down there, the classes, I'm not sure which one next. A lot of Soul Beasts were mad at me that I didn't do the power build. I was like, yeah, just look, I saw hybrid, and I played the hybrid build years ago, so I wanted to try the hybrid build again. They're like, how dare you put this on blast? You didn't show me the most meta build. Hammer Core Guardian. That's the one that's just like auto-attacking, right? Hammer Firebrand. Something LEE? LEE? Oh my god. Core Pistol Thief. Power Tempest, let's go. Last time I did Tempest was when I did the, what was it? Alack Tempest? Hold on, which one was it? Search for channel Tempest. I tried Alack Tempest, yes. I did Alack Tempest and I did Heal Tempest. I've not done DPS Tempest. Axe Illusion Mirage. Try out Catalyst if you're short on time. Shouldn't take too long. Banned. No. You should try Heal Weaver. Oh my god, you should wake up. No. Yeah, speaking of banned, I saw this today, chat. Let me share this with you guys. I saw this today. It says we all have that one mod, and she's like, want me to ban them? And he's like, yo, calm down. I think it said kill them in the original movie. But for our channel, that is definitely Flu Girl. Except she just bans them anyway, and then I'm like, please unban them, you're going too far.